गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. AMA is a cradle. In the cradle, children are, sleeping. Then the children grow. And one day, their parents decide, why he is so happy all the time, let us get him married. Because, after all, happiness is not everything in life. And that time when a happy person gets married, it is a time of celebration. And that celebration mood is shown today by Mukesh Bhai and all of you as if it is a wedding ceremony. And in the wedding ceremony, a boy becomes a groom, not a broom. And therefore, this session of 5 talks is called as all-round grooming, how you can become a best husband. How you can be an intelligent husband. One day, one young boy, he was playing with something, and his dad was busy doing something or the other. Every now and then he will come and ask his dad, "Dad, I am tired of hearing mom calling you dumb all the time. When I get married, I want to be an intelligent husband. Please guide me. What should I do?" Grooming. Understand the topic. Don't forget. So, how do I become an intelligent husband? And his father kept silent. See, Prathamam, Dvitiyam, Trutiyam, Tagam Hovacha, Kathopanishad. First time he said, the father kept quiet. The second time he said, the dad kept quiet. The third time he said, the dad kept quiet. Again he became angry. "Dad, you are not answering my question. I want to be an intelligent husband. Tell me how to." Dad was cool. Husbands are always cool. They have no choice. So he said, "Look here. There is nothing like an intelligent husband as a specimen in this world. Those who are intelligent, they never become husband." Example. See, friends, all-round grooming means what? All-round grooming means living every moment of our life in an inspired mode. See, inspiration is a catalytic agent which fits in with everything. See? And what is really the factor which contributes to the success, to anything in one's life or business or anywhere, is only the inspired performance. See, as Mukesh Bhai quoted Gita, so I have to also show you that I also know Gita. See, it's not only he knows, I also know. Of course, he quoted one Urdu sher. That is the typical, of every Gujarati. He has to fire a Urdu sher. So I will also fire a Urdu sher. What do you think? One Sufi saint's words really has touched my heart. This is how the grooming happens. The Sufi saint said, ये वही दर्द दिल है, ये वही दर्द दिल है जो उनको पाता है. उनको माने बीबी को नहीं, उनको. ये वही दर्द दिल है जो उनको पाता है, खुदा भला करे उनका जो दिल दुखाता है. देखो, grooming begins when you take the problems of your life as challenges. The first lesson of grooming. See? And this is possible for us if we have a right kind of instrument called as the mind. See, when I was going somewhere, our car stopped because of the traffic jam. They unnecessarily call that town in Gujarat as Jamnagar. Actually, Bombay should be called as a Jamnagar. All the time traffic jam. So I was standing in that traffic, and there was one child sitting in a auto rickshaw which was standing, parked, and he was just in his imagination. So I had nothing to do, so I just started talking. And when I started talking to him, I asked him, I said, hey, what do you want to become when you become big? He said, I want to first have an auto rickshaw. Goal of life. And then I want to buy a taxi, bigger goal of life. Then I want to buy a truck, still bigger. See? The goal of our life, or the goals are set in our life when we are given sufficient input. And that input comes in our life when we attend satsanga, we go for gatherings like this, wherein we get something that motivates us. Motivation can come to us only if we interact with inspired people. See? If you want motivation in taxation, what is the motivation in taxation? How to legally cheat the government. They may be calling themselves as expert, but they are all holy people. You know how they are holy? They see the holes in the law. And how to filter out through that hole is their expertise. So, if you have to get some kind of motivational talks, ideas, you go and approach Mukesh Bhai. See? If you want to get some motivational ideas about marriage, go to shadi.com. If you want to get some motivational ideas about achieving something great as a successful business person, then you read the life stories of all those great people like Ford, whose car we cannot afford. You know what that Ford means? One person told me, Swamiji, do you know what is Ford? I said, I don't know. He said, Ford means fix or repair daily. F-O-R-D. So, you have to go to those people, read their life stories, and we get inspired. Hey, come on, I also want to do something and achieve. See? And these motivations that we get from interacting with the people who are successful in their own field, then we try to set goals in our life. See? This happened in our Ahmedabad. This story I told you earlier also. Maybe that Mahatma is here, I don't know. This happened in Maninagar. After my talk was over, I was getting down, and one young boy was coming up with a baby. Baby means helmet. I said, let me get down. You know the spelling of helmet? So I said, let me get down. Swamiji, what is wrong if I run after girls? I don't know who is this fellow. What is he talking about? What is wrong if I run after girls? I said, if you don't run after girls, then there is something wrong with you. So there is nothing wrong. No, run. Shall I join you? Company. एक से दो भले. No, but they say it is bad. I said they are frustrated fellows. Therefore they are saying bad. Go ahead. Why go after only one girl and get married? Keep it as a profession. No. You are making fun of me. You are not understanding my question. You know, I have got some different question. I said, look here, my friend. Your question is different. You are not able to word it properly. Your question is, Swamiji, I want to really achieve something. I want to be very good in my studies. I want to be really successful in life, but I don't know what I should do. My mind is constantly running after girls here and there, and therefore I cannot concentrate. What should I do? Now see, about goal we are talking. We may set a goal in life, but are we able to achieve the goal in life? See? Then whom do we ask? See? If I as a husband go to you as a husband, what will be talk between two husbands? I will tell to you as a husband, Yaar, I am so fed up of my wife. This is the only topic. Why you are fed up? Because after taking the dinner, we have to go to a hotel for a supper. She prepares such awful, not awesome food. Do you think the other husband will be sympathetic? He will compete. He'll compete. ये तो कुछ भी नहीं. My wife does not take even a cup of tea unless I come home. Oh, you imported her from Satyayug? No. Then, unless I cook, we can't eat anything. So one miserable person going to another miserable person and seeking advice, instead of advice, you get competition. And then you have a sympathy. Anyway, patthar se eat naram hai. Therefore, if you want to set goal in your life, you may set the goal. But when the difficulties come in your life, then you have to approach Tadvijnanartham Gurumeva Vigachet Samit Panihi Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam Upanishad. Mukesh Bhai. I was feeling very nervous when he was quoting left and right. I said, okay, I'll show. So, if we want to take an advice regarding fixing the goals of our life, what is required is the person from whom we seek advice must be a totally free person. See, he has nothing to achieve in this world. He has gone beyond achievements and failures. He alone can guide us. See? And therefore it is said that we may fix goals in our life. One example I'll give you. This happened in Goa. One boy, medical student, he did his schooling and very bright student. And his mother was telling Swamiji, please bless him that he should get into medicine. I said, okay, he will get admission. I just say, and he got. See, this is called as Kakataliya Nyay. You know, Kakataliya Nyay means one crow came and sat on the branch, and that very moment, just Like that, the branch fell down, and you say, because of the crow, the branch has fallen down. In the same manner, this is how we get the benefit of doubt. Swami is realized, he is so realized, whatever he says, it never happens. He got the admission. And then when he was going through, suddenly for whatever reason, he was a stammering boy. He couldn't speak properly. Pani, like that. So when he went in the college, other students started making fun of him, not able to cope up with the studies, and went into depression. So his mother called, Swamiji, please come and help something. I said, okay. Don't talk to him anything, don't give advice, because you are already confused. Don't confound him further. So when I went there, we went for a nice drive, and then we went to a nice resort. We had nice food and all kinds of things, a lot of fun. After that, he himself came out with the problem. Swamiji, this is what has happened, what should I do? I said, first of all, don't tell anybody this has happened. Bandi mutti sawa lakki. See, never tell anything. Then, hereafter, when you go for your examination, writing, etc., think of me. Mai hu na? I am with you all the time. Don't worry. Go and fire. And he came out of his MBBS examination with colors. And only 3 days before I got SMS, Swamiji, now I am Dr. Shenoy. See what I have done to him? Only one thing. Invoked his dormant potentiality to the fullest. And this is possible if, be very attentive, if we have an altar of reverence and respect wherein we don't question why and how things happen. See, friends, therefore, in our culture, in our scriptures, the place of the parents or the guru is not just like that. They are able to perceive where is the catch. So to this boy in Maninagar, I spoke. I said, look here, your problem is not that you are running after the girl. Your problem is you really want to achieve something great in your life, but alas, you are victim of your own weaknesses and you cannot come out of that weakness. That is your problem, is it not? Immediately he got such a confidence, yes, Swamiji, this is what exactly was happening. Now how to come out of it? Then I told him, look here, higher the goal in life, lower things automatically drop. It's a simple principle. See? But our goal are golmaal. See? And to have the higher goals in life, what should be our goal so that we are a perfect groom after marriage and never become a broom after marriage? See, we have to get married to the life. See? Wife comes in dowry. We have to get married to the life. And when we have to get married to the life, we become a groom, and then what should be the goal of our life? See, now here we enter the engineering of the goal. See? Now what is engineering? Engineering is the mechanism how the goals can be determined and executed successfully in life. See? Now let us work. Where the goal is established, is the goal established in our body? No. Is the goal established in our sense organs? No. Is the goal established in our breathing? No. Is the goal established in God? No. Is the goal established in the nature, in Prakriti? No. Where is the seat, locus, where the goal is established? Then we all come to know anything which is not included in our mind does not exist. This is the first principle to understand the engineering of the goal setting. See, The other day it happened in Bombay. My lecture was going on, and they put here, they don't put the mala. They give us, they fool around. Fool means flowers. So they put their, garland. And the garland was hanging in my neck, and I started my lecture. And when the lecture was halfway, one girl got up from the audience and slowly climbed the steps. And I don't get disturbed. Why should I get disturbed if somebody comes and goes? Who cares? As you don't care to what I talk, why should I care for anybody comes? See? So she came, and other people, hey, don't go, don't go. I didn't care. She came very near and near my ear. Swamiji, I said, yes, darling. There is something on your beard. I said, what is that? Take out. And she took out. There was a very big caterpillar. Along with the garland, they have given a organic garland. And when the caterpillar was coming over here, naturally it would have gone my ear or nose somewhere, and they would have had fun. Caterpillar would have fun. So she came, and then she removed it. I said, don't pluck my beard. It is not a wig, it is real. See? Yesterday somebody was driving me, and he said, Swamiji, from a distance I have seen, your teeth are so white and bright. Do you have a denture? So he was driving. I took his arm and gave him such a biting, he remembered his whole life. And when he started shouting, then I asked him, is your throat original or fixed? See? So when that caterpillar was not included in my mind, it did not exist for me, is it not? So goal that we talk about, goal of life, this goal of life is established in the mind. And what do we know about the mind? See, like Patanjali Yoga Darshan, Mukesh Bhai has explained. So I had to take into account that also. See, once I was in Lonavala, and one lady used to phone me now and then from US. Swamiji, last time I came for the International Yoga Conference, and I was very happy to hear your talks, but you were busy and we could not meet, but I am writing a book, so I want to interview you. I said, you interview when I am in the daytime. These Americans, they are seeing their convenience, and they wake up us at night. I said, I don't want money from you. You start at night and I'll talk at daytime. I said, night we don't do anything. So she called next day again. Swamiji, I want to write a book about the position of mind according to the Western thought and the Eastern thought. I said, look here, I'll give you only one or two lines, and then we conclude. No further discussion, no nothing. Western thought talks about mind as an unhealthy place to work upon. So they will be all the time talking about that there is frustration, there is a depression, there is a psychosis, and there is all kinds of things, and therefore all the kinds of mental doctors are seen in the West. Yeah? There are three types of them: psychotherapists, psychologists, and psychiatrists. Psychologists construct the castles in the air, psychotherapist stays there, and the psychiatrist collects the rent. There were two friends, both of them psychiatrists, and when they retired, I am talking about those psychiatrists who are not here. So, two of them, and one became a patient, other was normal. So this patient fellow asked the normal, hey yaar, we are both together, worked in the same field and doing the same job. And how come you are normal and I have become a patient? We are listening to the same kind of complaints from these mentally disturbed people. So by listening that, I became disgusted and patient, and how come you have not become? So the healthy psychiatrist said, who was listening? So Western thought about the mind is that mind is an unhealthy condition, and we have to take care of that unhealthy condition and bring the mind to the normal. Up to this only the Western psychology or the mental thought takes you. Patanjali Yoga Darshan or Patanjali Maharshi does not limit ourselves up to here. Patanjali tells you have infinite potentiality you can invoke with your freedom. See, if you take the total world's population, healthy people are more or unhealthy people are more? Healthy people are more. And we feel very good when somebody is serving the unhealthy people. But the real problem is created by the healthy people, not by the unhealthy people. See, have you seen any terrorist who is having a spondylosis and a collar and going with it? They are all healthy. See? So, we have to deal with not the unhealthy people or the population of the society. If we really want to bring up a great change in our life, in our country, in our society, everywhere, that goal has to be set for the healthy people and not for the unhealthy people. See? And what is that healthy people's goal? That three things. One, we have to be physically healthy throughout life. We must make it as a national character that we keep ourselves physically fit. And for that, the first step is early to bed and early to rise. Oh God, you are touching the most delicate point of our life. See? Every night, seeing that dumb thing called as a TV, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, friends, following are the mental disorders. One, addiction to TV. It is a mental disorder. Too much of shopping. You know, the other day I got SMS and in that it was written, a man goes to a shop, buys a thing worth 1 rupee for 2 rupees because he needs it urgently. And a woman goes to the shop, buys a thing worth 2 rupees for 1 rupee, even though she doesn't need it. See the difference? So, these are the areas where we waste our energy. It is not required. And once you decide that you have to start your day early in the morning, you will automatically retire for the night early. Now be very attentive. When you retire for the night early, all unwanted thoughts will not be pumped up in your head. See? Because whatever is fed to the mind, that becomes the goal. When you do not know any particular thing, you will never desire about it. See? But you come to know some advertisement, buy one and take two free. Do you think will you keep quiet? And particularly Ahmedabadi, impossible. See? This is that old technique. In our India, this technique has been very old. But when it is marketed through American approach, it becomes good. What is our technique in India? Get married to a boy and get in-laws free. You don't have to do anything for that. They come. Therefore, let us start our day early morning, do some exercise, etc. and keep yourself fit. A fit person alone can serve the society. A fit person alone can achieve something great in life. See? So, what is the engineering of our goal? The first is keep yourself physically fit. See? Otherwise, we become Mahatma. You know Mahatma means what? Mahanasti udaram atma yasya samahatma. The one who has got a huge Madhya Pradesh and then he walks, like a mini pig and then he's, no, keep yourself fit first. Second thing, then comes our speech. Engineering of goal. If we can have a proper control on our tongue both ways, tongue is a two-in-one organ, talking and eating. If we have proper control, नहीं जरा ज़्यादा ही हो गया, every day ज़्यादा ही हो गया. Can't we have control? This much enough now. See? We are all having malnutrition. Malnutrition means mal खा रहे. And second thing is control over our tongue. See? Many times, being Indians, we have got, some special qualities. Every Indian is a free advisor to anybody. Whether required or not required. बोलना नहीं चाहिए, लेकिन मैं बता देती हूँ. Why don't you talk to me? See? Then every Indian is a great commentator. We are expert in somebody else's job, not ours. See? Third thing is we take decisions for other. आजकल राजू जरा भटक रहा है, क्या करे? शादी कर डालो. Grooming. Once he is caught up, nobody can stop him there. Therefore, friends, let us have perfect control on our speech. This is what Patanjali tells. You take an example. If you are pumping the water from the lower floor to the top of 20th story, so you require a very high pressure pump. And if your pump is holy, there are many holes and leakages. Will the water reach on the top? It will be leaked away, is it not? In the same manner, we all have the potentiality to set the goal through inspiration. And only setting goal is not enough. We have to achieve the goal. See? And for achieving the goal, we require capability. There is no reservation for success in life. You have to be capable. See? And for that, what is required is all these holes through which all our energy, which is conserved, and we recharge ourselves at night, that whole energy is discharged before we get out of the bed. Observe this next time. All that I am telling you is what we learned in KG1. Early to bed and early to rise, the way to be healthy, wealthy and wise. Everybody knows it. So what we do? We come out of the sleep, but we don't come out of the bed. Now that lag period, what do we do during that time? See? We start solving the non-existing problems. See? And as a result, all the energy that we have conserved in the deep sleep is fully discharged. And then we get up in the morning. Oh, beta, you have to go to school. No, mommy, I don't want to go to school. Mommy goes, again she comes back. Beta, come on, get ready, you have to go to school. No, mommy, I don't. 2, 3, 4 times. Then this beta becomes angry. Why should I go to school? Since morning you are disturbing me. Beta, because you are the principal of the school. Now tell me, When such is the teacher or the principal of a school, what will be the quality of the children, the student? See? We have no business to remain dull-witted in our life. Bhagavad Gita tells in the 3rd chapter, Yadyadacharati sreshtaha tatta devetaro janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokaha tadanuvartate. We are an ideal for someone or the other, known or unknown to us, everyone. Somebody is looking at us as an ideal. And we, being Darwinically speaking, the descendants of apes, therefore, we don't learn through words, we learn through demonstration. See? And that demonstration we have to have in our life. And that demonstration will bring out all the hidden capacity and talents in us. We have to start. Nobody can do it for us. See, friends. And in this manner, when our energy is no more wasted through indulgence, through the uncontrolled talks, through laziness, then that energy is harvested. Such a person is a source of motivation for millions. See? This is the first message Bhagavan Krishna gives to Arjuna. Klaibyam masmagama partha na etatvai upapadyate. Arjuna, don't yield to lack of inspiration. Achievements are possible not when we function under the desire pressure. Achievements are possible when we are functioning under the influence of inspiration. And an inspired performance is never repeated. See, it is unique. An inspired person outwits his own earlier performance. And thus, he is constantly growing in his achievements, in his goal that he has set. Now, the third instrument wherein we waste our energy of the mind is 3 places. Like any one of us do not want to die, so also our mind does not want to die. Then what the mind does, goes on feeding itself on its own diet. Now what is the diet of the mind? The diet of the mind is either again and again going back in the past memories, again and again the same thing. Or go in the unborn future and try to solve the non-existing problems called as worrying. If these 2 channels you block, mind will remain in the present without the past and the future. When the mind remains in the present without the past and the future, mind is fully available. 100% presence is the requirement for any success in life. See, the other day, I don't know, somewhere I was, and on the airport somebody came and straight away, Swamiji, I am your fan, and hugged me. I said, don't hug me. If you are a fan, keep moving. Oh, you are the same. I know now. You are not someone else. And then that lady started crying. I said, Amma, you have tissue paper? Take out and don't spoil my clothes. He says, Swamiji, I don't know what and how, but the moment I think of you and today I saw you, you have as if come out of the TV. I said, yes, I came out of the TV, straight away in front of you. I'm so happy. Now tell me, what is that which made her happy? Think. The fulfillment of our life is to love and to be loved. And that is possible only when we are always 100% available. See? And this is what is to be recognized. And therefore, friends, let us consciously practice. Let us not bring the past failures again and again in the present. You try this experiment. Decide to yourself. You will not talk one word of your past. फिर क्या बोलूं? There is nothing to talk. See? Mind becomes so quiet, and this quietness of the mind is not dull-wittedness. It's not like that. You remain alert, quiet, and vigilant. Patanjali says this faculty is called as intuitive perception. Intuitive perception goes beyond the limitations of cause and effect. All the great masters live in this world, not in the web of cause and effect, but whatever they do, whatever they live, it is just happening. Because they have the faculty, the sixth sense, to go beyond the limitations of cause and effect. And when we are caught up in cause and effect, we are the slaves of our mind. Therefore, to understand the engineering of the goal, we have to understand the working of the mind. Now, third aspect about the mind. Many of us have this funny notion, oh, I am fed up of my mind, constantly thinking. I don't know what I should do. First, understand this. Mind is not our enemy. To have thoughts in the mind is not abnormality. Take an example. Will you go and complain to anybody, Swamiji, when I open my eyes, I see everything? Will you complain? No. If you don't see, then there is a complaint. Similarly, when my ears are open, I hear everything. What should I do? This is not a problem. In the same manner, if thoughts are in the mind, it is not a problem. On the contrary, if we cannot think, then there is a problem. So problem is not because of the thoughts. Problem is because of a wrong thinking. See? So thinking is required. If wrong thinking has brought us to a wrong place, it can be corrected only by the right thinking. And for that right thinking, the material is we have to remain ourselves in tune with the motivational atmosphere in and through our whole day. Please remember, any goal is achieved in life not by working from 10 to 5. One teacher in one of the colleges, somewhere, he took me in his laboratory. He showed me, see Swami, these are the tissue sections, and showed me through the microscope that these are called lymphocytes, these are called as RB and all kinds of things, which I never understood. But I said, really? Very good, nice. I can act very well. And thereafter it was over. Then he said, Swamiji, I have lost interest. Because I have done so much of work that our requirement is every year we have to publish 2 papers, research papers in the journal that determines our next, increment. And I have done sufficient work now, I don't feel like doing, what should I do? I said, if you have got courage and if blood is flowing through your veins, reject this job. Jump into something what you really cherish. Don't lead a disgusting, uninspired life. Friends, goals are achieved if we are ready to take a risk in life. The engineering of the goal is be ready to take risks in life. Those who are living under the umbrella of security, they can get only 2 times bread. Nothing more. If something great has to be achieved, jump into the unknown and be courageous to face. See, I was showing one movie to this Seema. I am very fond of movies. I download a lot of movies free, never pay. You know, being among Gujaratis, I learned this. And one of the movie which I downloaded was this. It is regarding the 5 principles of Kung Fu. So beautifully brought out. First principle is we have to have patience in life. This is the engineering of the goal. We have to have patience. I was reading the story of somebody in USA. One person has purchased huge mountain with a hope that he will get gold out of it, and he spent, this happened in Colorado, and thousands of dollars and millions of dollars he spent, and so many big machineries, and for about 10 years or so he spent, nothing came out, and he became frustrated. And thereafter he sold that business, telling very clearly, this is what I have done, this is the data, if somebody wants to buy, welcome. Another person came and he took it. And next year he got the gold, and all the money that he has invested was encashed in 1 year. And this other fellow spent 30 years, but what he lacked was patience. Friends, perseverance and patience are the required ingredients for setting goal in life. If we are not having patience, we become patients. What is the lack of patience? Patience means we run at a different speed. The mind is running at a tremendous speed, but our life is running very slow. And when there is a parallax, then the life becomes patienceless. Therefore, patience is the first principle or the aspect of setting goal in life. Have patience. Don't imagine overnight things will happen. If you want to become overnight rich, get married to a rich man's daughter. Overnight rich. See. But if you really want to achieve something in life, then have patience. The second thing is discipline. A person who is not self-disciplined, nothing can be achieved in life. Whether it is a material path or it is a spiritual path, discipline is the important criteria in life. Discipline in our life, discipline what we study, discipline to what we expose. See, you just give it try to yourself. Read the books by Ayn Rand. Have you some of you read? She is the most terrible writer. All those who read her books, they go into depression. Because such a negative thought. Once I went to somebody's house in Delhi. The moment I entered, I started smelling Ayn Rand all around. So I asked that girl, I said, hey, how are you? Yes, Swamiji, I am fine. Then I said, are you reading her books? She became so inspired. Swamiji, you also read? I said, no, I don't read. I read one book halfway and found she is the most negative thinker. Friends, what kind of literature we read, that makes the set of our mind in a positive way. See? Therefore, the best literature we all have in our scriptures. And for that purpose, this is one study of Bhagavad Gita or Upanishad, whatever you feel like, take up as a regular practice of your daily life. See? Don't do like this. Bhagwan will get confused. Kya kar rahe hai? No, don't do that. And when you start studying, you know what happens? You start discovering that you already know it. See, we are all the expressions of knowledge. Only our knowledge is covered by ignorance. And that ignorance starts going away like the mist with the sunrise when you start studying any text like Bhagavad Gita, for example. I'll tell you few friends of mine, one Gujarati boy. He was in a really bad shape. And one day I got a phone from him. Swamiji, I want to come and meet you. I said, right now come. Oh, Swamiji, I am in Bangalore and you are in Bombay. I said, then don't come. When I'll come to Bangalore, then you meet me. No, I have to come and meet you. I'll take a flight and come. I said, if it is that urgent, come. I have no problem. I'll not pay your ticket. I said, okay. And then he came next day. And after he came, he told me, Swamiji, in one of your talks you have mentioned that technique I have followed for last 3 years. And 90% of my problems are gone. I said, what did I tell you? I don't remember because I bluff and I forget. He said, you told that take every day one chapter of Gita, read, just chant. First, second, third, fourth, sixth, 18. Don't chant the same chapter every day. Whenever you become mechanical, understand the engineering. Whenever you become mechanical in your life, you lose the charm of your life. See? Otherwise, the same thing. While taking bath, people do, Sri Guru Charana Sarojaraja, Nijamana Mukurusudara. These are the cartoons of spirituality. It is not for that purpose. Get yourself slowly and completely involved. So chant each chapter of Gita without understanding the meaning. 1, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, like that. And thereafter, after 18, then what you do? Chant 19th chapter. Again start from the first. Don't stop it there. Then take one verse, take one commentary, or listen digitally if it is available, and in that start listening with all sincerity as if you are preparing for your cat or rat test. See? Get yourself fully involved, sincerely. And after you have finished reading, listening, maybe 1 hour or so, then close and then take your nice copy and pen and write the original slok in Sanskrit. Don't write in Gujarati, write in Sanskrit. And thereafter, whatever you have understood, you note it down in your language. Continue it, he told me. Swamiji, I did according to your instruction, and it took me quite some time, almost 2.5 years. But after that, all the knots of misunderstanding were undone. Vidyate hridaya granthi chidyante sarva samshayaha kshiyante chasya karmani tasmin drishte paravare. When our vision opens, the perceptions change. When our perceptions change, our interactions change. When our interactions change, our experiences change. When our experiences change, the quality of our life changes. This is the engineering of goal setting. See? So we have to work on this mind. Therefore, the mind has to be given a proper data. And the proper data is available in our Bhagavad Gita. Spend some time. Bhagavad Gita is not exclusively addressed to Hindus. There is not a single word Hindu ke liye in Bhagavad Gita. Like physics is not addressed only to the Britishers. Should I say, I don't believe in the law of gravity. Newton has said, I don't believe, I am Indian, be Indian, by Indian. Then I go on the 10th floor. Whether you believe or you don't believe, it will be operating on you. In the same manner, this knowledge is meant for every living being, whatever you may brand yourself. And when you complete all the 700 verses, with your own commentary. For God's sake, don't publish it. You know what will happen? When you will again read, then you will come to know, oh God, how dumb I was. But it is not a history. It is the truth today. And slowly change the input of data in your mind. And when the mind is educated, now next point about the engineering of the mind, never try to control the mind. Nobody has ever succeeded in this. Never try to control the mind. Then educate the mind. And mind can be educated only by giving the right kind of data to the mind. And it has to be given again and again. See, yesterday I was talking in one of my talks here only. One lady came and she asked me this question, Swamiji, when we listen to you, everything sounds so simple and clear, but when we go out, everything is forgotten. What should we do? Don't go out, sit here. No, please tell us what should be done. I said, look here, I believe in a Hindi movie. एक सवाल तुम करो, एक सवाल मैं करूँ. हर सवाल का सवाल ही जवाब हो. ठीक है? He said, okay. Then I'll ask you one question. Whatever reply you give me will be a reply to your question. Understood? Yes. I said, now my question is, at 7 o'clock I had taken breakfast. Again at 11 o'clock I feel hungry. What should I do? Eat food. Oh, thank you so much for the advice. Then after that, again at 4 o'clock I feel hungry. What should I do? Eat again. Thank you so much. Then again at 10 o'clock I feel hungry. What should I do? Eat again. Oh, it is that simple. Yes. In the same manner, we have to practice satsanga every day. It is not once in a blue moon. Nothing will happen. See? Something will happen. You will start quoting. See? And when we start quoting, whether it is a nickel coating or a gold coating, God knows. Therefore, let us have a regular practice of satsang. And today we are so lucky to have the digital media. You can regularly, for example, I can tell you my website. Many people ask me, as Mukesh Bhai told, Swamiji, where do you stay? I say, I stay in the virtual space. What is that? Oh, that is justbehappy.org website. Oh, how to reach there? You go and there are many lectures online. Realization online. Click and start listening. Free. Don't have to pay anything. And slowly, slowly imbibe that knowledge. And as you will grow wise, you will have to have zero efforts in what to do next. It will start happening because the mind is extremely well organized. So, let us not take the mind as a problem. It is the greatest asset. And this asset can be encashed if we educate the mind. And the mind can be educated if we expose the mind for proper study. For example, Gita here. You study whatever you like. But James Hadley Chase will not give you guidance. Only Bhagavad Gita will give you guidance. In this manner, when you start studying, educating the mind, then you will become, now next point, you will become alert in every experience and start getting a message from every experience. Every experience of our life is a message for us to grow wise. Every experience. Those who are able to learn from the experiences of their life, they grow wise with every additional experience. If we don't learn, we grow old and otherwise. So we have to grow wise. And that is possible when our mind is available to the experiences and not influenced by any experience. See? So mind has got two aspects. One, we experience the world through the mind. After we have experience, are we influenced by the experience or we learn from the experience? If we are influenced by the experience, we are the victims of our own foolishness. And therefore, when we are going through this process of learning, educating the mind, like a small bud, in due time, opens up into a beautiful flower. It will not happen overnight. Most important thing, never try to speed up anything in life. See? When a bud is forcibly open to see the flower, we will destroy the bud. There won't be any fragrance nor beauty exposed or brought out because we hurried up in the same manner. The engineering of the life is this: first we have patience, go slowly, steadily, then have discipline, and in that discipline we are working on the mind. We are not worked by the mind. Second principle, discipline. Then the third principle is the courage. Very important. Anything you want to achieve in life, you have to have courage, and courage is in the mind. Many people have got this funny notion that those who are the devotees of the Lord, they are weaklings. No, they have real courage in life. They are able to throw their weight on the unknown Lord. It requires courage. It is not everybody's job. And this courage can be invoked and discovered when you give yourself a try. Give it a try. You will achieve. But that courage should not be done in a foolish manner. I was talking about courage to children many years before. And after that I said, now all of you draw cartoons to explain what you have learned. And there was one child, absolutely quiet, and not talking, not playing, not laughing, no nothing. So all the children has drawn the cartoons and we had exhibition. And then when I was seeing that, then this one particular cartoon I selected. I said, this is the best cartoon. Others are good, this is the best. And the cartoon was, I am courageous. One, figure, a head and two hands and body and legs only, like that. I am courageous. So he stands before a truck. The truck goes over. He says, I think after truck goes, third picture, I think I am over courageous. He gets up. Then the fourth cartoon comes. Then somebody is coming in front of him. And he gives that small boy a nice blow. And the boy falls down. I think I should start from here. How beautiful it is. Courage does not mean a foolish approach to life. Discover your abilities and explore the possibilities of life. So, courage, then comes confidence. A person who does not have confidence cannot achieve anything in life. And to a great extent, parents are responsible, particularly Indian parents, are responsible not allowing the confidence to be cultivated among the children. For everything, Mummy, I should, Mummy, Papa, Are Ram, 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 Ram. Let them fall down and then they will get up. See, all the time, remember one thing, below a huge banyan tree, no other sapling can grow. Leave them alone. One example I gave in one of the, this mothers conference, this seminar, two mothers, one Indian, one German. Their two children were crossing the hall and there were some wires in between. And in that wire, both the children entangled and fell down. When they fell down, Indian mother ran, lifted the child. Mera beta, this wire made you fall down, and beat that wire. Badmash. Now what the child has got the message? When anything goes wrong, the world is responsible. I am not responsible. And the German mother, she did not run. She scolded. Can't you see the wires there? Come on, get up. See the difference? We have to make the children learn how to take decisions. Mummy, I should take engineering or medical. What I should do? Get married, beta. So, we have to have confidence, then only we can take decisions. Those who cannot take decisions, they lack confidence. And see the engineering of confidence building. How we can build confidence to achieve our goal. We all have these two faculties. One is the faculty of knowledge, and second is the faculty of action. See, we think it is knowledge. We plan it is knowledge. We decide it is knowledge. And according to that we act. And both these faculties are ours. So, we, the one, has got two branches. Now be very attentive. From a single point, when two lines come out, they cannot be parallel to each other. There will be always an angle, is it not? So these two lines, one is knowledge, other is action. When knowledge is not represented in action, and action is not represented in knowledge, the gap between the two starts widening. Just imagine if you can make this finger long enough, 20 feet, and this finger another 20 feet, the gap between the two will be wider and wider, is it not? Throughout our life, we have never respected our own knowledge. What is that we have done? We give time to somebody. See, I'll come there, yaar. कब आओगे? कल परसों आ जाएंगे. Is it the time? See? And after we give the time, we never reach there on time. And then we justify. क्या करूँ यार? बड़ा traffic jam था. Slowly, we come to a point wherein we stop respecting our own knowledge. One example. Second thing. We decide that, okay, from tomorrow onwards, I'll wake up early in the morning. Tomorrow comes, early in the morning comes, we wake up, but we don't get out of the bed, go to sleep. And again at 10 o'clock we wake up. Oh God, today also I could not wake up, I think I am not good for anything, Slowly, you start losing confidence in your own words, in your own decisions, and such a weakling can achieve nothing in life. Contrary to that, you honor your knowledge, don't worry about the world. When you honor your own knowledge, you are going towards your center. As we go towards the center, the distance between the knowledge and the action starts reducing. And when we are centered, knowledge and action, they are one. Such a master, what he says, it happens. We say, nothing happens. What is the reason? The reason is our knowledge and action, they are completely separated from each other. Instead of helping each other, they contradict each other. Therefore, it is in our interest that we respect our knowledge. See, friends, when this confidence is built up, Sky is the limit. Then you don't have to fix small little goal. The goals will run after you because you are capable. See, friends. Now take an example. To conduct the proceedings of this function, every year our Mukesh Bhai is selected. Are there no other people in this world? There are many people. But you know why he is selected? Because he is capable. Every one of us is searching for someone who is capable to get our work done, is it not? The Lord is also searching for those hands which are capable, those minds which are capable, that speech which is capable. And then when our capacities are increased, we don't have to work. He will choose us and He will function through us. That is the engineering of setting goal. We have no goal to go anywhere. Goal is set by Him, provided we are capable. So all our spiritual practice is increase your capacity, increase your capability, become a fit instrument so that He can choose you and get His goal executed through you. See, friends, that is important. Don't bother for God realization. He was talking about, I am against God realization. What will you do after God realization? Problem hai. What will you do? One person asked me this question, Swamiji, I want God realization. I said, what will you suppose? Imagine I am God. Imagine, realize. What next? अब मैं क्या करूँ? चाय बनाओ. Don't bother for God realization. Let God choose you to express His goal through you. See, what is to be done in this world, that He will take care. He has told in the 4th chapter, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srujamyam. Whenever there is a need, I will come. You don't worry about my creation. Then what should I do? Uddhared atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet atmaiva atmano bandhu atmaiva ripuratmanaha. Become such a fit instrument that you are left with no choice, but you get selected in His kingdom. In God's kingdom, there is no reservation. You have to deserve. See, the other day, someplace they asked me, Swamiji, you know, in India, they are now talking about ladies' reservation, 33%. What is your opinion? I said, I don't agree. I knew you will say like that. I said, I have not completed. Then there should not be 33% reservation. Then 100%. करो काम हम आराम से खाएंगे हमको